With the ButtKicker Gamer2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. ButtKicker, the future is feeling.
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're gonna lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. Looks like your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to pit lane. Press and hold your reset button and we'll come and get you.
Welcome, race fans, here tonight with Area 51 Racing League here at Kentucky Motor Speedway. We're going to be taking on this 1.46 mile track here. It's going to be fun race here as we get ready for some high-speed racing here with the Indy cars that they run here on Tuesday night. But I am going to be accompanied here with... hey, Zach, how you doing? Zach's talking away. It's all right. He's not paying attention. But we're here with Brian and Zach, guys, tonight.
Well, hello, everybody.
Hey, everybody. I'm paying attention. I'm watching these cars go freaky fast.
Freaky nuts. Did you get your computer fixed, Brian?
I did. Yeah.
Good deal.
It's good. The micro stutters are gone. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. There's still mostly cloudy skies with an air temp 68, track temp 83, but it's all good.
We're not in Kansas no more, so.
No, we're right next door.
That's what I was actually going to say, but all right.
Beat you to it.
Yeah, actually you did. You did. So, but all right. Well, man, guys, well, we're going to be taking on Kentucky here. Something different. We haven't seen these guys on Kentucky here this year, so especially in these cars. So, what are we looking at here? 2, 3 wide, 2 wide, 4 wide?
Well, I'm thinking my first instinct, my gut feeling is telling me 1 wide, single file, mainly just because of there's some nasty bumps in turn 1. 3 and 4 is pretty good. 3 and 4 we might see some multiple lines forming, but I'm gonna stick with single file. Zach knows this track better than I do, so he may be the man to ask that question to.
Yeah, you know, in a stock car, this track is pretty interesting line-wise. Usually tend to do a little something different than most. 1 and 2 is you're kind of in your bed there. I think most of the middle groove is going to be the groove for Lucid Cup car, but these cars, I believe you're going to see that lower line work. Just because we've seen it everywhere we went to. It doesn't matter if it's banked less down low. The bottom line is just very strong, and I definitely think the bottom line in 3 and 4, even though there's a lot of bumps down there, I think it will be the preferred groove all the way around. And then we'll have to see if the outside line ever can make its momentum up, and we'll see. It's gonna be tough, but we've watched this all season long so far about this bottom line has just been king almost every place we went so far in these Indy cars.
It is very true. I think in a stock car, when you run the higher line, you can get that drive off. You can get that momentum on the outside and try to get by a guy that way. But these things are already going so fast at the edge of the grip all the time with all that downforce that I think just the shorter distance is so much better in these cars, since the run on the outside isn't as powerful.
Definitely. It's gonna be interesting to see who can work the draft to maybe work the outside line. You're gonna have to get a run an interesting way, I think, to make it work. But we have some great drivers out here, and we'll see how they go to battle here at Kentucky Speedway. It's this is one of my more favorite tracks, actually, Brian. It's got a lot of character, a lot of bumps. We do not, this is not the current Kentucky. Actually, this is an older surface that iRacing has here, but I like this surface a little bit more. I think it's a little bit more character, less, just cookie cutter, a lot of grip,
Yeah, they
status,
just
so.
repaved it a couple years ago, right?
Yeah, I believe 2016 was the first year of the repave.
Yeah, which gave them, like you said, tremendous grip. I mean, track
Yeah.
already had enough grip as it was. Now, today's version, it's like, holy mackerel. I don't even know.
They kind of reconfigured it too. They added a little banking, I believe, in 3 and 4 to make it a little faster, and it's a little bit different. But I really like this layout because, like I said, it has a lot of characters, a lot of bumps, and it's different. It's I'd say it's one of the more different mile and a halfs we get to. I couldn't really compare it to another mile and a half we get to, unless Brian can think of one. I mean, it's pretty relative to itself.
You don't want to know what I think about this track.
Oh yeah, we do. What do you think
I like
about this
Kentucky
track?
Fried Chicken, man. Come on.
Well, I like the fried chicken, but the track, I wish we had the new surface in iRacing, because screw those bumps in 1 and 2. Screw this low banking. I wish that what they did with 3 and 4, they should have done with 1 and 2. I really, as a driver, do not like this track.
Yeah, every driver has a certain track they do not like, and I think we found Ryan Johnson itch.
Yeah, and half of it is just for the bumps in 1 and 2. There's like the line that I like to run at mile and a halves. Those bumps are right in the way, and I can't run that line, and it just screws with my mind. It's just, I can't, I can run a different line, but it's not comfortable to me, so. But yeah, Kentucky.
Well, run the apron.
Well, I only do that at Bristol.
Well, yeah,
Well, speaking of that, I actually seen that pic. I seen a picture today. Was that a screenshot?
Did you find it?
Yeah, I actually found a screenshot. I have to send to you after this, but that was weird that you brought that up. But I think these guys could
you
use
found
the
a
apron.
screenshot of Bristol.
Yeah, where he passed on the apron.
Oh yeah, there's
Passed
one on the old Wix Media site still sitting there. Yeah.
I found one on Facebook somewhere.
Oh my goodness, really?
Category 5's page, actually, yeah.
Oh wow.
So, yeah.
Every time I want to go see it, I have to pull up the old broadcast.
Right.
And I shouldn't take all the credit there. Y'all were on very old tires, and I had a good restart with fresh tires, so that had something to do with it too.
Yeah, we had I think 80 lap old tires.
Yeah,
They're
but who
pretty old.
goes 3 wide on the last turn on the apron at Bristol? Oh
Hey,
no, just Brian Johnson.
There's a good story about that race too. Actually, during that race, under green flag conditions, Brian went a lap down.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
due
yeah,
to
that's
being
right.
under pace. He just didn't have the pace.
I was
that
terrible.
race. And guess what? He had a good shot in the race with a late race caution. Just like it's a situation that a lot of drivers are put in. Just because you ran bad all day and you don't have the pace doesn't mean you can put yourself in the position with a good strategy call to win a race. I mean, look at this past week in Las Vegas in NASCAR is a good example. Joe Logano ran top 5, top 10 all day, but a good strategy is staying out. Staying behind all the mayhem where it fills up. Like you get an easy win, and that's strategy can lead you from the highest of highs to lowest of lows. As a crew chief last year, Road to Pro, that's one thing I
Ooh,
beat myself up on a lot. Just never making right calls, and it's so tough though. It's so tough in that
it's hard.
moment to make a right call, but you got to go through intuition a lot. And racing that's what the beauty of racing is to me. It's just it's raw, and you never know what's going to happen sometimes with these strategies, how they play out.
Yeah, it's one of those deals where in other sports, like I'll use football as an example. That's very much strategy. But if you call a play or something, you still have to perform your best. Now in racing, some of the strategy calls that you make, sometimes your talent, your skills are totally out of it. Where you don't. It's one of those deals where the situation, you're depending on the situation more than the guys that you depend on. Like 2 days ago in that NASCAR race, like you were saying, guys staying out. Technically with the older tires and everything, that they should have fell back, and the equipment they didn't have, and the guys that did pit, they got the skill, they were running up front all day, but just the situation made it to where they that's I lost my train of thought there, but I think y'all get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, we do understand it. We're working with you there, but these guys are nearing the end of practice here. There's actually some clouds that come around Kentucky Speedway, and it's brought a little shade to this racetrack. But 29 minutes, 1 minute to go in this practice session before we get some qualifying laps underway, and then we'll have 100 laps here in Kentucky to see who's going to win here in the IndyCar Series. And I'm actually about to pull up the points here so we can get some info on that.
Yeah, real quick while you're pulling that up, we did have one man so far in practice run a sub 24-second lap, Harrison Chandler, 23.995. Of course, I'm sure there was some draft involved there, as pretty much everybody else in the field has run a 24.0 something. Got a 24.01, 02, 03, 05, 06. Very, very close times, as always in these things. Yeah, small field, but I'm looking at this like a dunk contest almost for the NBA or something. Got the best guys here. I was it's a dunk contest. Got the best of the best here, and they're gonna show off a little bit.
That's it. Yeah, okay.
I like that.
Trying.
Yeah, I never. That's actually pretty good terms.
He hit us with some philosophy right there, folks.
Yeah. Actually, he did.
Brian the Philosopher. That's his new
Brian
name. It's not the Soda Cane Johnson anymore. We'll call him the Philosopher.
Philosopher
there's
Johnson.
There's a old F1 driver that
Professor
that I
Johnson.
really do like, and he was the professor, the philosopher. That's Alan Prost.
Yeah.
And I'd like to think I drive a little bit like.
Yeah, I showed him Alan Prost, and he's like, I like this guy.
Yeah, dude.
He's smart. I was like, yeah.
Oh,
That's what he's Professor Johnson. There you go. That's it.
There you go.
And Captain Crunch. I'm just cereal.
Don't. I'm just cereal. Zach, 2020.
Without milk.
With no milk.
He's dry cereal. He found out Saturday night. We talked about it Sunday night. He found out that his Captain Crunch is not as good as he thought it was.
Oh, did you get some actually?
No. We're talking about I didn't save enough fuel because I didn't get the fuel mileage right. Chuck got the fuel mileage right. He crunched the numbers better than I did.
Yeah.
It was a good little
he was
inside
still
joke.
Captain Crunch that night.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
He was
the
very
date on that cereal was lap 110.
110. That's old cereal.
Whatever lap you pitted on.
We're going
I got a
into
good
March here,
segue.
guys. So, Zach, 110. That's, January 10th. Ugh, jeez, gross. You might want to throw that box away, buddy.
That'd be pretty bad. That would be disgusting.
And you can see actually you got the points up, Zach here.
Yeah, I do.
Yes, yeah. Let's run through those before I say something about these qualifying time.
Well, our points leader is James Brook, of course. He has 3 wins this season through 7 races. We're starting the second half of our season pretty much. Last week we did, and this is the second race into the second half. He's got a 21-point lead over Jack Walls in the 83 there in second in points. Bud Steele will be third and 44 back from James. Then James Ledford will be 64 back from James Brook in fourth position. And in the fifth position in points will be Michael Spell. He's 68 back in fifth. So that's your top 5 in points right there. James Brooks was a pretty good gap, but Jack Walls has been slowly chipping away, and so is Bud Steele. So they need James or Jim Brooks, as we know him, Magic Man Jim. Need him to have a bad race because they want to gain. You know, make this a battle.
Yeah, and it's going to be hard with these smaller fields now because Jim goes out there and say wrecks or finishes last somehow. Last place in this race is not going to be the same as a race with like 30 guys in.
Yeah.
Um,
Definitely.
he finishes last today. He still gets like 12th place points.
Yeah, it's very tough. It's gonna be tough for these other guys, but they're gonna need for him to have bad races still. It's the only way
Yeah,
it's gonna
that's
happen here. As Bud Steele, great lap so far, top of
yeah,
the
but
list.
still with the pole 24.365, you can see if you compare their well, Bud's kind of a bad example of this. But if you compare everybody else's practice times to their qualifying times, they're running about 3/10 slower. Um, so that's the power of draft right there. You can see it in the numbers. Draft will get you about 3 or 4 tenths around this place.
That's for sure. Willis Jack Walls jumps into the second position there, splitting Bud and Brian. As Brian Kaufman's third, Jack Walls second, Bud Steele third right now on your top 3 leaderboard here in qualifying as we near the end. So about a minute left.
Well, we kind of forgot to give a shout out to sponsors, but we can hit the
Yes.
one sponsor real quick of ButtKicker
Yep.
because Brian said he
Yeah.
ordered one. So
I did.
Only thing I can tell you, man, is just wait. Let me know if I'm right or if I'm wrong. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I really can't wait. The fantastic thing I was telling Zach right before he got here, Robert, is ordered it today at lunch. It shipped right before this broadcast started,
Yep.
and the estimated delivery is in a couple days. So they got some of that Amazon Prime stuff going on.
Oh, that's what I told you when you told me about you ordered one. I sent that message said
It'll be quick.
shipping fast.
Yep.
I mean, it's
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I
unreal.
was expecting maybe 7 to 10 days. 'Cause
No.
that's usually how all sim racing stuff takes forever unless you order it from Amazon.
Right.
But that's very impressive, and I used that code Freaky Fast 20, the Freaky with 2 E's, all lowercase, and yeah, 20% off. It's a great deal, and like I said, I can't wait. I'm also gonna pair it up with a thing of software that I'm really excited to learn
Mhm.
and use, so I can make it specifically for the part of the car that I want most. So, but yeah, that
Okay.
next week after I get some experience with that, we'll have more to talk about. Now that
Mm-hmm.
2 out of the 3 of us are in the loop.
Mm-hmm. So I'm
I'm
saying
always out the loop.
that's okay. We'll fix you. We'll fix you up. But all right. Well,
Y'all
just
just
make
kick my
sure
butt.
you go check out the ButtKicker, thebuttkicker.com, and use Freaky Fast promo code 20, Freaky Fast 20 with 2 E's, not EA, and you get 20% off your complete order. So, all right. Well, let's run through our top 12 here real quick, Brian, of our starting grid here at Area 51.
Let's do it tonight. Your pole sitter is going to be Bud Steele with a 24.365, just like the amount of days in a year except for this year. Jack Walls going to be starting in second. Brian Kaufman third. Harrison Chandler in fourth. Corey Lane fifth. Jim Brooks sixth. Michael W. Spell in seventh place. David Leclerc eighth. James Ledford ninth. Timothy T. Wright in 10th. Dwight Plesh in 11th. And Roy Wheeler in 12th place, although he may be an admin.
Oh.
Or something.
Okay. Alrighty, well, here we go.
Yes, we're about to get this thing kicked
Oh
out.
no, okay, there he is.
Jack Walls.
Well, Bud still won last week, correct? Yes. He went back to
Yes.
I
back.
believe so, with
Back
his
to back.
painted paint colors on there.
Right. So if he can do, yeah, he's going for what Jim did this year with 3 in a row at the beginning of the season.
Yep.
That's going to be a storyline to talk about.
Definitely.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
could
Bud's
be where Jim had the first half and Bud may have the second half, but we don't want to speak too soon
I didn't say it.
because it is only the second race of the second half.
Well, he needs to do it this time around because there's not enough races. Well, no, there is. We got 4 more weeks to go after tonight, so he could start another streak again if he had to. He's got 1 throwaway race, basically.
True.
So he's already on 2. See if he can make it 3. Maybe he can make it 4 or 5, 6. Who knows? But we'll find
7,
out.
8, all the races.
8. Well, there's not enough races in the season. I guess just
next
roll it over to the next season, right?
Yeah, rollover points.
There you go. Roll over data. All right. Well, we're gonna see Bud Steele lead these guys to green for 100 laps here at Area 51, and we are off, guys. Good old Kentucky.
They're off, heading into turn 1 where those nasty bumps are. And every time I see turn 1 in Kentucky, that's all I can think about. But Bud Steele getting a pretty good gap on Jack Walls there as they head off into 3. Brian Kaufman going to look to the inside. Let's see if he can have any sort of a run coming out of 4. Not really, as David, no, that's not David Leclerc, that's Harrison Chandler. They're in 4th.
Yeah, Harrison Chandler there hanging on in 4th there. He was fastest in practice. He also has a good showing last time we seen him in first track in IndyCar. As it'll be interesting, maybe if Bud wins 3 in a row here tonight, can he break the 4 in a row? It'll be tough because where they go next week is Watkins Glen.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, he's
Classic.
going to have to get his lefts and his rights on.
yeah.
As Brian Kaufman got a little bit of momentum out of 2. Going to pull up right beside Bud Steele as they head off into 3. But I think, like we've seen all season, that inside lane is going to prevail, as it looks like it will. It took some time there, which makes me think that perhaps on older tires, that outside lane might get a little bit more equal.
Very true. Very, very true, Brian. Something good to look for. Michael Spell there, an idiot, kind of falling back there on the bottom a little bit. He's got passed by Corey Lane and David Leclerc. That's Jim Brooks now going to start to go to outside. Off and 1, trying to get to outside Michael Spell here for about 8th position.
Notice we got 3 wide for 4th. Right here with David Leclerc, Harrison Chandler, and I believe that's Corey Lane.
That it is. David Leclerc up through the middle. We've seen David Leclerc be very fast in IndyCar. Just haven't been able to finish it off.
He's been very fast, and he's also been very aggressive with his moves. One of the most offensive drivers in these IndyCars that I think I've seen.
Yeah,
and it's really it's helped him get to the front. He's one of those drivers that if he's not in the lead, he's not satisfied. No matter the condition of the tires, the stage of the race, how much fuel he has, he always wants that lead, always hungry for the lead. And a lot of the times that's what can help you perform really, really well.
This outside line might be too bad because actually Brian Kaufman led the last lap from the outside. He did lose the lead here to Bud Steele back, but he actually had the nose out in the front. And he actually was behind entering the corner and came out ahead on the outside. So I don't know if Bud just messed up a little bit or Brian just had the perfect run. But he actually was able to. You'll see right here that they're side by side for the lead down the back straightaway.
Yeah, you got another
good runner here, I think, is going to be.
Yeah, got a pretty good run coming out of 1 and 2 there. And was able to go up until 3. Bud is taking he's got a really shallow entry in 1 and a really shallow exit in 2. I think that that might be scrubbing off a little bit of speed for him. But the thing about it is that he's not letting those guys get that 3 or 4 tenths worth of draft behind him, as they really
Right.
want to arc that corner. As here comes David Leclerc
Wow.
to second place, coming from the bottom. And like I said not too long ago, he's got his sights set on that lead.
That he does. He's been a big mover, 8th to 2nd, not the greatest qualifying lap, but guess what? He knows how to fly it in the draft. He's on good look outside.
Quick side note, Harrison Chandler has fallen back to 8th place after being a high of 3rd, I believe. So
Yeah, he's actually
not
back
sure if
to
that's
Jim Brooks there at 76, also with the double
David
zero.
Leclerc. There he goes. Great run in 3 and out of 4, and he's going to lead this lap. Don't think he's going to be able to clear Bud before turn 1.
That could be a good winning move, actually. That's pretty interesting. See,
That looked really good.
that's the same thing pretty much Brian Kaufman pulled. And see right down the back straight, they kind of still pulls him back. See how good the run here is for David Leclerc. Comes back down front. He's gonna get a good little toe. Swing out one. Yeah, Bud really shallow.
Yeah, it's just the only thing I could think he's trying to do is negate that draft, because
Yeah.
I mean, to me that's only going to wear your tires more. Oh, as Harrison Chandler gets into
Michael
somebody
Spill.
back there.
Yeah, it's Michael Spill there in 88. Unfortunate hit hard.
All right. Well, let's go back and see what happened here to Michael Spell. Oh, ow. E. And well, they do got a fast repair, so he'll we can back that thing up, and
Yeah.
I'm not sure what he's trying to do here. There he goes.
It looked like Harrison just got a little tight there. Maybe a little bit of dirty air starting to take effect. The tires were warmed up, but very easy to do in these things. Just wash up a little bit, get
Well,
into somebody.
pit stop has started. Laps completed so far here tonight. See how these pit stops all play out here. Who gets in, who gets out. As I got to give you a shout out, Zach. Saturday night, you were doing some pretty nice freaking pit stops, Fallon. I was like,
Yeah,
well,
actually,
I was
really
waiting for one pit stop to mess your race up, and it didn't. I was like, wow, pretty impressive. Good job.
It's new Zach this season. New Zach.
Focusing on that pit stop, aren't you?
Focusing on everything now.
Okay. Well, that's
we're
good.
We're dotting new T's or dotting new I's.
It's a good thing you're paying a pit road, because you ain't paying attention to your letters.
You gotta learn letters to go fast.
I feel like that's that's what some NASCAR driver said though.
Said what?
I said that sounds like something a NASCAR driver would have said.
Oh. Oh.
Something would have said back then, but guess what? I said it now. But it's just stuff here. Yeah, pit road is so vital. It's I know I get picked on about it. I definitely made my fair mistakes there. It's easy to lose your cool too with that stuff. So gotta just back it down one level. Give up time rather than make a mistake. You can make up a second on the racetrack. You can't make up a 15-second hold.
Right.
So
Very true.
you gotta learn that lesson the hard way, and you'll come out of it better from it. I mean, I would like to say I'm the Denny Hamlin on pit road, but not Denny Hamlin at Daytona, because he's pretty good there. I'm not good there. But Man, I don't know. This pit road's so vital, and it's something as a driver, if you really want to, contend for wins every race, you gotta be good there. One
And the,
mistake
the
can lead to disaster.
yeah, the good way to practice that I found is to go out and do qualifying runs. So go out, run 2 laps, and then
Yeah.
come into pit road, grab 4 tires, go out, run 2 laps, come in, and just do that about four
Over
or
and
five
over.
times, and you'll be good for the race that you do
Hmm. Yeah.
next. But do that even more, and you'll become pretty darn good at it.
Right. Right. Yeah. All right. Well, pace car ducks back in here, and we are back under green.
As they start accelerating, sounds like a big old horde of bees swarming around Kentucky Speedway here.
I
Those
say
V6s.
lawnmowers, but that's just me.
That's a quick lawnmower.
Zach, now this sound here doesn't put you to sleep, does it?
No.
No.
It's
Right.
more energetic.
Oh, okay. To me,
Yeah.
it puts me to sleep. These hum a lot sweeter than
A cup
NASCAR
car.
does. Yeah, a cup car.
It's the soothing sounds of the IndyCar.
We were talking about that at doing their Super Speedway series on Sunday night. They were going around Brian, and the cars were just humming. They were drafting around, and I instantly was like, "Does that kind of put you to sleep? It's like a nice mellow sound. Like that'd be so nice to lay down in bed and just listen to that sound of you know, cup
A
car
pack of cars.
going around
Yeah.
going around Daytona or Talladega."
Yeah, we'll get some of that and have like Ryan Blaney do some ASMR stuff, to talk you to sleep.
Yeah. Well, why don't you email him and see?
Yeah, let me do that real
All
quick.
right, you do that real quick.
Brian Kaufman still trying to figure out how to get around Bud Steele. Didn't have much luck in that first stint, but maybe learned some things from that. Now he's got some fresher tires and maybe has a few more options right now. As Jack Walls and Jim Brooks, look at Jim Brooks to fourth now. Fought his way through the field after starting sixth, and Lee probably. Oh man, that got close for Jack Walls in second, third and second under Brian Kaufman.
I got
His
the lead.
checkup is gonna lead to him losing third place to Jim there.
We have the league owner out there on YouTube. He's got muscles. He's got a finger up. He's wearing some sunglasses. Are you at Daytona Beach or something? Did he not leave Sunday down there at Daytona? I think he just
What
decided to
fingers
stay.
does he have on?
It's the pointer finger. You're good.
Like
Oh,
number
okay.
one. Like number one.
You're number one. Yeah, he's got muscles
No,
and he's number
that's
one.
the other one.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, we're not back at Indy, so Jim didn't have to do the magic trick and steal his win away. I'd be giving him all the fingers if he did that to me. No, I'm joking.
Give him these hands. You want these hands?
Well, it
Ooh,
looks
Brian
like we got Michael Spell on the tail end, guys. Here, he's still what, 2 laps down.
Oh, yeah,
laps
a couple
down,
laps
yeah.
down.
Yep, 2 laps down.
Brian Kaufman got a decent run right now. It's gonna die off though. So how close was that at the line? 23 thousandths between Bud and Brian there.
Jim Brooks. Points are starting to make a move to the lead here. He makes the move for third.
And here comes David Leclerc as well.
Yeah, he wants back up here.
Yeah, Jack Walls, it's interesting. He got stuck down there on the bottom, and they freight trained him from the outside line.
Yeah. He definitely did.
It's almost like you need the entire track to. Whoa!
That was very close.
Wow.
Very close indeed. David's going to do a little bit, I guess, the IndyCar version of a slide job there. Here comes Jack fighting back on the outside, and Harrison Chandler as well, making up some ground, while the top two still run side by side out front.
This is more one of the more racy mile and a half we've had so far.
Yeah,
It
actually,
is.
It is. Yeah.
Kentucky growing on me a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's not. Don't be lying.
So
Fans
you
out
have
there
to
don't want to hear that.
call the doctor to get that checked out.
Every time I think of Kentucky, I just think of fried chicken, and it just makes me super hungry. Like, that's like one of my favorite things in the world. Is just Kentucky I can never go fried chicken.
No. Why doesn't KFC sponsor a race?
That would be pretty cool.
It'd be perfect.
They should have the Colonel do this. Gentlemen, start your engines.
No, I can't stand that guy.
But the new one or the old one?
Both of them. Guy, freaking listen to them commercial drive me nuts.
Now I really want to see it, and I want to hear
No,
more.
I don't. Honestly, I really don't. It's like, ugh. Especially
We're
they
gonna
got
get 'em
that.
to-
They got that new commercial. I don't know if you've seen it. Who wants Kentucky Fried Chicken with a glazed donut? Are you freaking kidding me? I don't know if glazed
Sweet and
donut.
savory.
No,
It
come
sounds
on.
like a heart attack.
No,
It does
it's
sound good, though.
stupid. Donuts are made for eating in the morning, not at freaking dinner.
I've had a donut burger before, and that is delicious. I must say.
Okay, what kind of donut burger?
Like a
Well,
cheeseburger with like bacon.
okay,
and
but
all
what
kinds
kind of
stuff.
donut was
It's
it?
a Krispy
Like a
Kreme
glazed
one.
donut. Like a glazed donut.
On a burger?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the buns.
Like the buns, it's really good actually. But it's like something you can't eat like other than like once every year because that's asking for. I don't think that's healthy. It
Yeah.
doesn't sound very good, but you know, every once in a while that's it. I haven't had it in a long time, but I tried it once and it was very delicious. It's different. It's not like a regular bun. It's more like
Well, I'm still sticking to what I
It's like
say.
sweet.
You don't eat donuts for dinner. You just don't.
donuts
Yeah.
are good, especially powdered donuts for dinner are fine. Okay.
Oh yeah, those.
Oh,
True,
I'm a
true.
big donut eater. I love donuts. Yeah, that's my wife, but
But
not for
only in the
dinner.
morning. Only in the morning. Okay.
Yeah, I have my donuts
He's
in
a
the
morning.
morning.
He's a
Yeah.
morning donut.
My tasty cakes and pastries. Oh yeah, in the morning. I'm huge on that stuff.
Okay.
That's my breakfast. You know, hey, eat eggs. Screw that. I'll take a cream-filled donut.
Yes, but still continuously here. Look at his line, like you said, Brian. It's so different. Like he
It's-
exits a mile down to the left of everybody.
It's a little awkward, but it's working.
It's working very well. You'll see. Look
I
at
wonder
him.
if
There he
somebody
goes
else
again.
tries to pick that up.
But I'm really surprised nobody has.
Give it a shot at least.
I think you said you're going to pass me. You're going to pass me around the outside. I think that's what Bud's doing.
That or maybe
yeah.
it's the draft pushing. You know,
That
you're
too.
getting.
Yep.
You know, you're like maybe 4 miles per hour faster going through the center of the turn, so it's gonna push that car out. But you don't want to get off the gas because you're gonna get freight trained. So maybe you can't pass here.
We'll see. I mean, David Leclerc's doing a good job through. It's going to be tough passing the leader just due to the leader having clean air. But you see these other guys battle. They're battling really hard. David Leclerc, Jim Brooks, Ryan Kaufman here for second, third, and fourth. With Jack Walls right there in tow with Corey Lane also.
Big run. Big run by David Leclerc there. Outside Brian Kaufman. And it looks like
That's a good run.
gonna get that position.
He's gonna get a little tail off of him, but still there.
Yeah, he needs to get one, but with them racing side by side, Bud had gapped him a little bit. But that gap should close up here soon.
As you see, David follows Bud. He's one of the only cars I've noticed that like follow him down the straightaways and actually try to grab the draft. You see, he's being very aggressive with the draft.
And you know that I think that's one thing you got to do in these cars is you got to be aggressive with that draft, but you know, more importantly, you got to know when to be aggressive with it.
Definitely.
It seems like the whole field now has kind of settled down, single file. Still got Michael W. Spill 2 laps down. He'll need a couple cautions to get back in the swing of things.
David Leclerc shifting right at the end of the straight, going down the backstretch.
Shifting down or up?
He's shifting to 6th gear and then quickly going right back down to 5th. Now he's doing it in the front stretch too.
Yeah, he's trying to use that 6th gear to get a really good toe here and downshift the 5th to get the car to want to turn to the center. It's an interesting strategy there. So it's a strategy a lot of guys employ, but be interested what Bud Steele's doing different.
Yeah, that's what I was just ready to do. Go into road bar here and see if we can watch his gears, see what Bud's doing. It's 5th gear in the turns. And he is running 5th all the way around the backstretch.
Yep.
Goes in 3 and 4.
That 6th gear is more of a drafting gear.
Yeah.
Because I have the engine, the ratio between 5th and 6th is so small. But in the draft, you need it. I'd have to, you know, if I was David Leclerc, I think I would keep it in 6th. Because, you know, yeah, I want the lead pretty bad. But at the same time, man, if I just keep it in 6th, I'm going to save a lot of fuel in the corners.
Right, because downshifting and upshifting looks like it's not benefiting you. So you might as well just keep it in 6th and just ride, save maybe a little bit of fuel. Because
we got
these guys are 30-some laps on their run now here, guys. So
yeah, we're quickly approaching halfway, already on lap 44. So we got some battles going on for 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Essentially, all these guys have bunched back up together. As the top 2, 3 are getting away.
Yeah.
Oh, net code a little bit there.
Yeah, between Jack Hulse and Jim.
magic
Really
trick.
good save.
That's our top 2 points guys right there too.
That's his rabbit out of the hat trick.
Get out of my way trick.
Throw the rabbit on top of Jack. Mess him up.
That's called a jackrabbit.
Good
That was
one.
about the funniest thing Brian's ever said in his life.
Well, no, that's very disappointing then.
I thought it was funny.
That was actually good though. I got it. That was good. That was good.
That's my fantasy football team.
Jackrabbit.
Yeah.
Really?
Actually, it's the jacked rabbits.
Oh, just jacked. Okay.
Yeah, and it's a picture of this rabbit that looks like he's on steroids.
I was gonna
Oh.
say, is this rabbit on performance enhanced drugs?
Most definitely.
He's on CBD. It's okay. It's legal. Oh my
Back out
goodness.
front here, Bud Steele, man, very, very strong.
And here comes Jack.
Steel strong.
Steel strong for sure.
Oh man. Zach, Brian's on a roll tonight. We just gotta shut up and let him
Yeah.
take it. It's all you, man.
I
all
can't
crazy.
keep up these cheesy puns all night long. I was trying to come up with another one right there, but I couldn't.
Cheesy poofs.
Lewis, we got some pit road takers here. David Leclerc and Brian Kaufman.
That's what I was saying. Pit road is opening up. These guys,
Yep.
the next couple laps here are gonna be entering
Brian,
pit
one
road,
stop.
and then we'll go to the cranker up ButtKicker style.
Ooh.
Yeah. Ooh ah. Ah.
Who you gonna ride with?
Yeah.
Let's see here. We'll ride with
Dwight.
Harrison Chandler, Dwight, Corey.
Right
Yeah,
with
I was
Dwight.
thinking, oh, it's a white, okay.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, we don't ride too much with Dwight. It's
Let's
the
get a
white.
butts kick with Dwight.
Yeah, well, we'll wait till after everybody gets their pit stops in here, so we don't wind up going ButtKicker as we're sitting on pit road. He's not looking bad out there. He's running 6th too, so
Interesting thing. Jim Brooks has stayed out. He's got the lead now. Let's see how long he takes this.
Very true.
Never mind.
one lap.
Not long.
Let's see how well he does on pit road though, because this is where he. Oh, who is that? That's Timothy T. Wright. He is spun on the intro pit road. He's got to back up. He's gonna be fine, but he had to lose a lot of time there. That double zero.
Oh, Corey Lane just ran out of gas.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, or is there caution? What's going on?
Does Michael
Oh,
still
they're,
out gas too?
Oh,
I think
they're out.
there is some
Everybody
gas.
ran out of gas.
And pushing it to the limit.
14. Okay, so they pitted last time. Pitted was lap 14.
Yeah, they
Wow.
were trying to make it one stop.
Oh, they're putting.
Yeah, Corey Lane's been putting for a while. I think Corey Lane's rolling. He ain't putting anymore. His goal is here is just to roll back to the. They're gonna lose a lot of time.
Oh man, David Leclerc, Brian Kaufman, really close together. As like you said, Zach, Jim Brooks, great pit stop. Ends up ahead of ahead of both of them.
That guy is
No.
a magic man. Tell you, pit road.
He is about 1.7 seconds behind Bud right now. And that's probably going to change here in a little bit as these guys start racing for second. Net second. Or actually, it is second now. Never mind.
Alright, well, let's do the cranker up for a couple times. Sights and sounds around Kentucky Motor Speedway here with Dwight. In that 44 right now, running in P8 right now. So, alright, well, we'll be right back. So. Alright, we're back after that quick cranker up there, guys, with Dwight Plesh in that 44 STP.
Yeah, that was a good ride. I was riding with him as well. I was actually looking at that left front on his car, which of course is going to be the same on all these cars. It's got some crazy camber on it, running tons of camber on that left front.
Well, let's see what his max speed that he's hitting here. We'll bring up the little dashboard here. 221 miles per hour into turn 1. What he does going down the back stretch here. 218. And let's go up to Bud, our race leader, with a 2.4 second lead over Jim Brooks right now. And he's running down the backstretch, getting to 18. It looks like everybody's running about the same lap time.
Speed.
So, yeah,
Yeah.
speed and lap times, I would imagine.
Yeah, we got a gaggle right here for a second. Brian Kaufman was able to get by Jim Brooks there. Now Dale Leclerc's gonna fight. And here's Harrison Chandler and Jack Wall. So we got really 5 guys right here battling for top 5. And Bud Steele's kinda he's put the afterburners on this IndyCar season. He said we had to throw some paint on the car, and now she's rocket ship. He might need to talk to Elon Musk or something. They might need to throw that on like the rocket ship.
Oh,
things are fast.
You know, I think he was just sandbagging.
Well, never know. Bad luck sometimes.
Yeah, this is like our friend James, sandbagger. Able to bear now, trying to fight for second. Oh, I have a run here, go to the outside. Ooh, almost clipped him. That got close.
I did. The Harrison Chandler and Jim Brooks battle there right behind that.
David did a little bit of a crossover there. Yeah, Brian Kaufman. Can't tell if he let him go or if oh, he set him up.
Yeah, he did.
It was a setup. Look at Harrison Chandler way up there, running that third crew.
Look at Jack Walls. He's coming in pit. I wonder if he's just going to do fuel here, the splash of fuel, since I think he can make it from here. He probably doesn't need to take tires since he's pits early. We'll see what strategy he does, because we know Jack Wall doesn't play some strategy.
Yeah, strategy is kind of wide open for the end of this race. If we stay green, you can do what he did. You can go as long as you can and then pit for just fuel and come in, get 4 tires.
Yeah. Exactly what he did.
Yep. He had a 5.5 pit stop compared to normally around an 8 with these Indy cars.
Oh, and he was about 3 seconds back from the leader. It's going to be close. This could get him with Bud Steele.
You know, and if this race does go green, he's put all these other guys in a box now. Because if these guys go in and take tires or take fuel and tires, they could be quite a bit far behind. So he's put them in a box here.
He basically put them in a box that you just got to take fuel no matter what your tires are.
Mm-hmm.
You have no
if
choice.
you want to have the chance to keep up with him, or to be with him,
right
after you do your pit cycle,
right.
Can't take tires.
Very interesting.
And the thing about it is that, you know, he did that. All these other guys are on the track. When you're on the track, you're not thinking about, you know, that difference of 3 seconds, the difference between 5 and 8 seconds. You know, so these guys might not have any idea what he just did, and he could be sitting pretty good.
Yes, he could. We'll see how it plays out here as Bud Steele continues leading. He's actually continued to put the gap on for second as Brian Kaufman, Dale Leclerc continue to trade the lead with Harrison Chandler and Jim Brooks right there in tow. Next man, there will be in 6th place is James Leffler. He's about 6 seconds back, kind of 3 seconds back from anybody, and 3 seconds ahead of anybody. Then you got White Plush, who's about similar to that. They're in 7th, about 9 seconds back. And then you got Timothy T. Wright, in the 8th place, and Corey Lane in 9th place, and they're right with each other, about 18 seconds back from the leader, with Jack Wells a lap down in 10th. See when these guys pit too.
Well, here comes Jim.
Well, speaking of, yeah.
Or if he takes tires here.
Well, we'll find out once he gets into the start.
I mean, if he takes tires, I think he can. He could forget about first. as of right now.
He had an 8.2, so he took tires.
He did. Where's Jack Walls? Jack Walls is coming across our finish line now. As Jim Brooks enters into one, we'll see how far. Remember, Jack was directly behind Jim when he came out. Look at Jim though; he's just so good under pit stops. In and out the pits, Jim is one of the best every week in this IndyCar. That proves again as he comes out ahead of Jack still.
I stand corrected.
Well, here comes
As,
Bud.
yeah, we'll see where Bud comes out.
This is Harrison Chandler. A little bit of a slingshot around here. Take the lead that lap.
Yeah, Brian Kaufman's gonna come down too. I believe. Oh no, Brian Kaufman, David Clitter still. Good pit. Oh, James Lefford, that's who it is.
Looks like Brian Kaufman gonna come in this time by Harrison, and David still gonna stay out there.
I brought up the pit up on the scoring pylon there for us. I brought up the pit stops. And right now, the only one is Jack with the 5.5. Everybody 8.2, 8.1. See here, Bud still had an 8.9.
Bud still came.
Kaufman's in now.
Oh man, Bud still came. Oh, that's close. He came very close to crossing the yellow line on exit pit road there. I mean, his tire was on the yellow line, both tires, so very close stuff. Exit pit road is a very tight pit road, one of the toughest pit roads to leave. Actually, I think you mentioned that early in the race, but
Yeah, I
very
forgot
tough.
about it.
Yeah, very tough, very tough.
Super skinny.
Yep, as he comes out, he is still with a good gap there. Brian Kaufman, I believe, will gain a little bit through the sequence, but not dramatic.
Here comes David Leclerc. Harrison's still out there.
Yeah, and Timothy. And Corey Lane. They're not pitted, so you're tough. Okay, Corey Lane's now coming into pit road, so we got two people that have not pitted yet. Harrison and Timothy have not pitted, guys. So we'll see what David Leclerc does. David Leclerc has an 8.1 pit stop. Corey Lane an 8.5 pit stop. All right. Well, Corey Lane had a 7.7 pit stop. He's not
Wow, that
exiting.
was very quick.
Two cars continue to
I
stay
think he
out.
just took
Timothy,
enough
right?
for fuel, and that, you know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. Okay, so if Jack just took enough for fuel, filled it up with no tires, and had a 5.5, and Corey Lane had a 7.7, would he take tires and just enough for fuel to make it a
Yeah,
7.7?
yeah.
Would that make the difference of that?
I believe so.
Okay, I mean that's what I
It's
would
only thing I
think.
can logically think, but Harrison Chandler and Timothy T. Wright still yet to pit here. But we'll have to see when they decide to come down. It should be within the next 5 to 10 laps, I believe. I believe it couldn't go more than 10 from now.
Coming down to the wire as we are on lap 84. 17 to go.
Here comes Harrison. All right. Oh, he almost missed pit road. Let's see what he does. Does he just take fuel?
Let's see, as Timothy T. Wright continues to stay out.
Wow.
He's gonna leave.
All he needs is a caution.
Yeah. 9.1 for Harrison. And he's off. So the only one. Oh, here comes Timothy now. See what he does. Now, where does that put Jack? Once this all cycles around.
Good question.
Timothy's in. He's gonna fall down the leaderboard because he stayed out. And he has a 9.0. So now that puts Bud back up into the lead over Brian Kaufman by 2.1.
So they gained about a second on Bud during that pit stop sequence. So he had about a 3-second lead over these guys before. But we'll have to see if they can close that gap as they're racing. And right now, Bud still is technically quicker than all three of them. So it'll be tough to catch him that way.
Let's bring up between, let's see here, Bud Steele and second place Brian Kaufman. We can bring up our lap time data at the bottom, guys, and we can actually see if they're catching Bud or not. When that would be Brian running his second. So couple laps. Let's see here. No, lap 89. No, he was not faster.
Oh, no.
Yeah, David Leclerc has been trying everything he can to get around Brian Kaufman, and he just cannot do it. He's tried the inside like he is now. He's tried the outside. He's tried setting him up for a run. He's tried this, that, and everything, and he has finally cleared him, but now he just doesn't have the momentum, and again, still having to work hard at it. He's been trying to do this since they came out of pit road. Just so tough to clear a guy.
Yeah, they're losing a lot of time to Bud by this. A lot. Lap after lap after lap. Between them both. They're literally not gaining on him.
I mean, they've lost 3/10 in the past 2 or 3 laps.
Oh, easily, yeah. We're looking at the data there, Brian, and it's huge.
Of course, racing each other ain't gonna help you catch him, but it may be one of those deals where they know, each of these 3 guys knows, like, hey, I can't catch Bud, so I'm gonna race hard for second.
Yeah, I think that's what it's come down to right here. Bud's just starting to pull away too much now.
Yeah, and we're down to 5 laps to go here.
We even have a hard battle for 5th, 6th, and 7th. So Harrison, Chandler, Jack Walls, and James Lefford.
Oh, sorry. We'll be 5 laps to go this time around. My bad.
Yeah, you've got 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in a heated battle, and you got 5th, 6th, and 7th in a heated battle. You got some split screen there, Robert? We gonna need it.
No, unfortunately, I don't.
Yeah, that's tough. That'd be cool though.
Well, there is a way to do it. The problem is I'm not paying double the amount to iRacing.
Oh,
you have to have 2 accounts to do that.
Yeah, no, not worth it.
Yeah.
Dual screen capture, that's the only way. Yes.
Well, that way too, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, you still have to have 2 accounts.
Right, 2 accounts because you can't be in the same server
Yeah.
on one account.
Yeah. That's...
It's not worth the money, so.
Ooh, Jim Brooks goes really well. I don't know if he just blinked a little bit.
He was trying to do the magic trick. It didn't work.
His tire just randomly started smoking. It was just weird.
Well, again, he was trying to do the magic trick. He's 3
that's
seconds
some of that
behind.
magic fog.
Right? And it just didn't work. He just didn't get it right. Just give him time. Give him time. This race ain't over. Last lap coming out of turn, all of a sudden he's going to show up right in front of Bud.
And it turns out those bumps in 1 and 2 is actually there's a shortcut on. It's a trap door.
Oh. That's how he does it.
That would explain why the bumps are so bad.
Oh, is that your... Okay, well, okay. Well, we are down to...
2 to go.
2 to go, yep. We are down 2 to go, and it looks like all Bud has to do is take it easy here, and should have this...
Yeah, Bud's taking the white flag here as these other 3 battle for this top 3 positions. David Leclerc has second for now. Jim Brooks slides into third under Brian Kaufman. Can he slide up in front?
Oh, man.
David Leclerc down low. Will the draft pull him back? Yeah, I think it will. I think Brian Kaufman's going on the third here. And David Leclerc might take over second.
Well, after fighting hard for that position for 30, 40 laps there. Maybe not quite that much, but a lot of
Jack
laps.
Walls. Ooh,
It's
Jack
a-
Walls will be the top 5. Harris Chandler 6th. James left for 7th. Boy, Plush will come with 8th. Corey Lane 9th. And round out your top 10 will be Timothy T. Wright. Congrats to Bud Steele. 3 in a row on the Watkins Glen next week. Can he make it 4 in a row?
Oh, yeah. He just tied the record. Good job, good job. Alrighty. Well, guys, we will be right back. We're going to get ready for our post-race interview, so we'll be right back in this short, quick moment. All right, we're back here for our post-race interviews here tonight with Brian Kaufman coming home in third, David Leclerc coming home in second, and Bud Steele coming home and taking the victory and making it 3 in a row here at Area 51 at Kentucky. So we do not have Brian Kaufman on Discord, so we'll have to skip that interview, but we'll go right to David Leclerc, guys.
That's right. I will talk to him. Hey, David, it's Zach up in the booth. You got a copy?
I sure do, Zach. How are you today, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good, David. Well, just watched a fantastic race between y'all 3 there at the end of David, Brian, and Jim. Well, I said David. You. I just
Yeah,
said you
me.
the
You're
first,
right.
right? But Brian and Jim also there with the great battle there to the end. Just Bud was a little too far out there for you guys to get in the battle with him there. But you started 8th tonight and you brought it home in second, man. It was a really good run for you. You showed a lot of speed. How was the race for you tonight, man?
It was great. This track's a little bit different. You gotta, after I don't know how many laps, probably 10 or so. You got to start lifting, heading in, and if you don't, you start wandering up towards the wall, which isn't a good thing. But yeah, we had a good run. I think only one yellow or something like that, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Only one yellow tonight, so that was really good. Great race between all y'all. That was some epic stuff there coming down to and switching back and forth. It seemed like the track really, like you said, it was different tonight than we've seen than other nights. It's but some really good racing too. I think it actually played out for better racing. So that was awesome. But we go to Watkins Glen next week. That's a very tough racetrack, of course, and it's actually the classic version. So how are you feeling about Watkins Glen?
I don't know. No, it's not bad. It's I'm not used to road courses, but I'll get some practice in this week. And a lot of times with that, not a lot of us probably have a lot of experience at it. So as long as you don't make a mistake and stay consistent, you'll probably fare it okay. I do like that track though.
Awesome. Well, get you some practice in, and we will catch you then, and we'll catch you tomorrow night also, David. So you have a great night. And oh yeah, before we let you go, messing this interview up all night. But anybody want to send a shout out to?
I just shouted for League again there. Great bunch of racers. I wish we had maybe had a few more turn out tonight. I think we had 12 or something like that. But it was a good race all in all, though. Bud did a great job keeping the lead there and making a nice gap between us. But yeah, thank you guys for broadcasting, and we'll see you again real soon.
Awesome, David. Well, you have a great night, man.
Thanks, you too.
All right, that was David Leclerc. Now we'll get to talk with our winner tonight, Bud Steele, with Robert Moore Jr. down there in Victory Lane.
That's right. Bring him up. Hey, Bud, Robert from the booth. Got a copy, buddy.
Hey, good evening, Robert.
Well, good evening, man, and congratulations on getting your win here at Kentucky. But, man, you just tied Jim Brooks for 3 wins in a row. He did it in the beginning of the season. You did it so far the second half, starting the second half of the season. Man, how was the race for you out there? And give us a little bit of detail why you kept that car so low through the whole race.
When you're running the pack like that, you pretty much got to keep it low to keep the lead. After I got a little distance there, I don't know if they were having trouble, if they were pushing or what, but when I saw got a little distance on it, I changed my lineup and tried to break the draft and run a little bit different line. Actually, I mean, that low line really isn't the fast way around. I started going into the turns a little bit higher after broke the draft there and after the pit stops, and those were the fastest laps I was running during the race. So
Okay.
yeah, I don't know if I told Jim in Discord to change his lineup some, but I tell you what, it's one of those things where you just find the right line and you'll go.
There you go. Well, you go to 3 in a row. We head to Watkins Glen next week for your classic road course version side of that. And how do you feel about that coming up?
Well, I'm not much of a road racer, quite honestly, but I try to get a good finish. That's about it. Stay out of the fast guys' ways around those courses. I just haven't spent the time to perfect the style you have to run those.
Right. All right, man. Well, before I let you go, anybody you want to give a shout out to on that ugly paint scheme you got going on there?
Isn't that something? I hate to keep running the thing, but I'm gonna run it until I don't win. I'll put it that way.
I think you need to throw it on your cup car too while you're at it.
No, that's too much ugly.
Oh man.
No, it's a fun little paint scheme for IndyCar, but you throw all that splatter on a cup car, and it gets real ugly quick.
Yeah. Well, with the cup cars, they pick up a lot of rubber, so maybe after halfway through the race, no one has to see the ugly splatter. How about that?
Well, that's true. I ran it once like that and didn't have any luck in it, so I retired it. But I'm normally not superstitious about those kind of things. But if something's working, I'm not gonna try to fix it.
Oh, amen on that. If it's working, don't fix it. So, all right, man. Well, I will. That's something I need to learn myself, is I'm always trying to fix something better when there ain't nothing wrong with it. So I go through it all the time. But what's that?
No, it's kind of instinct to try to change something up and get better, but sometimes it leave well enough alone sometimes.
Amen on that. All right, man. Well, congratulations again here on getting your third straight victory here at Area 51. And tomorrow night, we'll see you in the super late models and see how that all plans out for you tomorrow night at 8:55 here at Freaky Fest, man.
Yeah, buddy. You have a good evening, Robert.
You too, man.
Okay, take care.
You too.
All right, that was our winner tonight, Bud Steele, third in a row here at the Area 51 IndyCar League.
All right, let me get race results up here. Looks like I can get them to pop up. Well, Brian, go ahead. It's not popping up for me, as I don't know why.
Uh-oh.
You broke it.
I did. Well,
Go right ahead. Run through
so,
them because the screen's not popping up for me for some reason.
Yeah, tonight your winner just got finished talking to him, Bud Steele. Second place is going to be David Leclerc. Brian Kaufman going to finish third. Then we have Jim Brooks in fourth, Jack Walls fifth, Harrison Chandler in sixth place, James Ledford seventh, Dwight Plesh in eighth, Corey Lane ninth, Timothy T. Wright 10th, Michael W. Spell in 11th, and Roy Wheeler 12th place to round out this 100 lapper at Kentucky.
Right.
IndyCars, Area 51. It was good.
Yeah, first. All right, well, I got the results up now. It might help if I hit the right button, but oh well. Hey, rookies sometime, right? But all right, well, he ran through them. Well, guys, until tomorrow night, I really don't know anything you want to add to this race. We went one caution here tonight for 100 laps, and I think it was a great battle. These guys do put on a good show in these Indy cars. So, but until tomorrow night, man, these guys got anything else you want to add before we sign off?
No, I can't think of anything other than this was a pretty good race. I was proud of Kentucky, a little bit surprised.
Yep. Kentucky put on a pretty good race tonight, better than I thought it could with Indy cars, and congrats to Bud Steele.
Does this make you like Kentucky a little bit more, Brian?
Nope.
Okay, never mind. All right, well, we'll see everybody tomorrow night here again at Freaky Fast with Area 51 at 8:55 Eastern when we go live on Facebook and YouTube. But until then, God bless everybody. Love yous all. Peace out.
Later, fellas.
Bye-bye.